Tom Brady starting his 14th conference championship game this weekend is so extraordinary that Hembo and I decided the only way to explain it is with the following list of the top 10 things about Tom Brady that are absolutely going to blow your mind. Number 10, only 3 franchises have played in more championship games than Brady, and one of those is the Patriots, who went 13 times with him and just twice in 31 seasons without, so they don't even count. Number 9, when Brady started his first conference championship game, the Houston Texans did not exist. He has since beaten them in the playoffs twice. Number 8, in one season, Brady has already accounted for 25% of all the playoff wins in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history. Number 7, Brady has completed 304 passes in conference championship games. That is 42 more than Joe Montana and Peyton Manning, who were second and third combined. Number 6, Brady started his first conference championship game January 27th, 2002. Since that date, Ohio State has beaten his alma mater, Michigan, 16 times. Number 5, when Brady started his first conference championship game, Hank Aaron was still baseball's all-time leader in home runs. And number 4, Dan Marino was the NFL's all-time leading passer. Marino has since been surpassed by Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Phillip Rivers, and Brady himself. Number 3, in his 40s alone, in this decade of his 40s, Tom Brady has won as many playoff games as the Bengals, Texans, Cardinals, Lions, or Jaguars in their franchise history. Number 2, Brady has made it this far in the playoffs 74% of his seasons. That means that every year it is more likely that he makes the conference championship than it is that LeBron James makes a free throw, that any major league pitcher throws a strike, or that any golfer on tour makes a putt longer than 4 feet. And finally, number 1, as of this Sunday, Tom Brady will be the only quarterback ever to have started a conference championship under 4 different U.S. presidents: Bush, Obama, Trump, and now Biden. Those are the numbers on Tom Brady. Let me go to the crew and see what we think. Dominique, what is your reaction?
I mean, it's incredible. I don't know which one of those, the 10 of those, is the most impressive, but I was just reading about him. I forgot that he won the league MVP at the age of 40, 3 years ago. Like, the man is still outstanding. He's by far the greatest, or had the greatest career of any football player ever. But I don't think they get a win this weekend. I know we're not doing predictions right now, but I'm sorry to put a wet blanket on your Brady love fest. But Aaron Rodgers, the bad man, as Stephen A. calls him, is going to ruin the fun.
I just gave you 10 reasons why picking against Tom Brady feels like a very, very bad idea. D. Wood, let me come to you, because you played with Brady at the very beginning of his career when he first sort of burst onto the scene and won that very first Super Bowl. Did you have any inkling then what it was we were going to see in him these next 20 years?
Greeny, I don't think anyone had a clue of the type of career that Tom Brady had up to this point. I mean, you're talking about a 43-year-old quarterback, that just threw for over 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns. That's just unreal. Okay, I'm over here been sitting on my couch for about a decade, and Tom Brady is still going strong, slinging the ball all over the place. So, listen, the work ethic was always there. You saw that from the beginning. But there's not a person in the world that could have predicted that Tom Brady would have this type of career, the longevity that he's having, and obviously at 43 putting up these type of numbers.
And meantime, Shefty, let me come to you as the only person in this conversation who has both caught a touchdown from him and intercepted him, both in charity games. But you will, of course, remember him going all the way back to when he was the quarterback at your alma mater, Michigan. And people forget sometimes he wasn't the clear-cut starter there for most of his career, and then he was a 6th-round pick, the 199th player selected. So no one then could have foreseen anything like this, right?
Not this, no, of course not. I mean, you're talking about a career that is legendary, iconic status. And you could watch him back at Michigan, though, and see that he had the chance to be a really good quarterback. But we're talking about something now that is so far beyond that. And really, I think, transcends almost any sport. How many athletes go into their 40s performing at the Hall of Fame level, all-time great level, that Tom Brady still does? I go back to a comment in a conversation we were once having, talking about playing football and playing quarterback. And he said to me at one point, "I dream of throwing the football." Now, I have a lot of dreams. I dream of a lot of different things. I don't dream of throwing the football. Tom Brady does. And that's why Tom Brady is Tom Brady and why he's in the position he's in. He dreams of throwing the football, in his own words.
And so that's a perfect place to sort of leave this here, D. Wood. Again, is this coming to an end? Like, there isn't any obvious reason to think that he's particularly, aside from his age, which makes this already impossible what he's doing, is there any reason to think he doesn't have multiple seasons left in him?
Greeny, he's not falling off. I mean, he probably had like maybe the second best season at the quarterback position this year. Like, what he's doing at 43 is remarkable, and he has a cast around him down in Tampa. You know, warm weather, living in Florida now. Why would he want to give that up right now? Like I said, go ahead and play as many years as you want.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.